What do we mean when we talk about conversation generation within demand generation? Well, if we, as we talked about earlier, demand creation and demand capture being 3% of our audience, demand creation being us talking to the other 97% of our audience. So if we're trying to push that message out, it really makes sense for us to try to have one-to-one or one-to-few conversations with those folks. So what does that look like? And there are varying ways to do that. If we somebody that is seeking change, right? They're very close to being in a buying motion. We might position them with showing them how our solution can support them. So we might do something like a showcase and compare our platform to what they're doing now, and trying to elicit that change. Other folks may be further earlier in the journey, and we're just trying to educate and support, but we get the chance to understand what their pains are, where they need help, and then we can drive the narrative of how we can best support them. So figuring out what does that look like for your team? Can you create some sort of workshop where you get to interact on this one-to-few basis with your audience? Is it more of a masterclass where you're really teaching about specific pains and problems that the audience has? Again, you get that one-to-few interaction. So what does that look like to really get a small group, have maybe you utilize an Ask Me Anything, an AMA type of session where folks get to really dive into the problems that they're having and looking for real solutions. If we can do that, we create, we show our thought leadership. We show that we're here to support our audience. And again, we still get to drive the narrative and create urgency to push towards revenue for our business.